What's up, guys? How are you doing today? So I'm going to be going to Colorado Springs. A vehicle popped up on Facebook, and I had to jump on it. I actually had somebody point me in the right direction about the ad, and I reached out to the person with the ad, and he still had the car and had a huge response. So he actually had somebody else coming to look at the car, and some of you will notice that it's the car that was on Facebook Marketplace, but it was only being sold local, and he was actually hesitant to show it to me and to pretty much anybody else that was from out of town, because he just wanted a local easy sale where it wasn't being shipped and all this stuff. And I understand that it gets kind of aggravating to deal with a lot of extra logistics when you're dealing with people from out of town. But he had somebody lined up to come get it or see it, and he also had a huge response for the price. And fortunately, the guy that was supposed to go see it before me canceled or bailed, or I don't even know what happened. But he reached out to me and said, "Hey, listen, the guy bailed, and if you're still interested, I'll hold it until you get here." I'm like, "Yeah, please do." So I told him I couldn't do it right away, but if he gave me at least a few days to book a flight, he's like, "Yeah, come on up." The engine's out of the car. It's locked up, basically. The transmission's locked up. No, the transmission actually was good. Sorry. And but the interior, everything else is shot, as you can tell from the photos. And I have a few more photos he sent me on the Messenger app of what he has and what he doesn't have. But yeah, so I got a flight going early in the morning, and I'll be flying up for the day and see what this car really looks like in person, and whether or not it's something I want to take on. Obviously, these cars are getting more and more hard to find in restorable shape, or even for a reasonable price. So hopefully we'll strike a deal and see if I need to get it shipped down, or maybe trucked over to my neighbor, not my neighbor, my buddy's cabin he has in Colorado. So we'll see. Hopefully it turns out okay. The car does have a lot of issues, and is probably a candidate for a frame off, but we'll see how bad that frame really is and go from there. The miles, he said, were maybe around 23,000, but we're not sure, and you never can be sure with a car of this age, and especially when it's been taken apart. So look for us on the next part of this journey. I'll be getting to bed here soon, and getting up bright and early to hit the airport. Colorado Springs. It is exhausting traveling.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine.
Colorado Springs.
Don't wanna overthink it, baby. of butterflies. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're gentle and wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
Takes a lot of pictures for me of everything because I forget to do it, but
Yeah. Here we are. 1981 DeLorean in the Colorado mountains. Just gonna need some work. But doable. A little time and a little patience, right? Still getting used to this camera. It's kind of does its own thing here. I wonder where that steering wheel's out of.
I have no idea.
He just threw some stuff in there to make it work, right?
I've got one that looks like that in my Volkswagen.
Hey, buddy. What's up? He's literally right here. That's so cool. That is so cool. What? Wait, 1 second, 1 second. He's gonna go that way. If you want, you can just pass it and just back in next to that big truck and just drop it right there, and I'll push it where I gotta push it later. There she is.
Never complain. I'll do it.
That's great. There she is.
This is the second one we bring from out there.
Really?
Yeah, the first one at least drove. Yeah. That I brought.
I couldn't believe
I
this.
brought one that runs speed. This is his first one, period.
Wow. I couldn't believe this thing was hiding in the mountain like that. I was like,
there's a few
Son of a
things
freaking-
out there that stay hiding. That you just see the for sale sign,
yeah.
but you don't have internet like that. So
Yeah. Well, here we are. She's delivered from good old Colorado. not much to say about her. We're just going to go through it slowly, I guess, and figure out what we're dealing with here. This is going to be a candidate, I think, for an engine swap. I mean, we could possibly get the engine going in this thing, but really, I think the way the engine was pulled out, very clean. It's only sitting in there right now for shipping reasons. It was so hard to find a transporter to get this car with the engine out of it. So the guy I bought it from was nice enough to just basically throw the engine in here and strap it to the frame. But it was just pulled out professionally. This reservoir, man, I've seen a lot of old Deloreans, and these things are just so dry rotted. This thing is actually really good condition. I think with some nice heated resistant paint, make it look nice. Somebody put a custom wing on this thing, which is kind of cool. They just fiberglassed it in. We'll take those rims and tires off and get the wheels powder coated professionally. Make them look nice. This front fascia is in pretty rough condition. She's giving us the stink eye. But we'll see if we can bring that back. We'll see what tricks people are using to kind of, bend that back into shape. It is pretty curled all the way through. Needs a little work. Normal wear and tear basically from a 40-year-old car at this point. Luckily, it was stored in a very dry climate, so there's no moisture that was retained and didn't cause any rust on the most notable rust areas, which would be like the hinges down here, the frame underneath. Everything looks great. I mean, for being a project car. If I can get the camera to... Can't really see, but I mean, the frame is in really good shape for being what it is. Very clean. Of course, we have basically no interior in this thing. There's the transmission. Somebody put some black suede headliner. Door panel needs to be rewrapped. No dash, no binnacle. The gauge cluster is down there, but we have no binnacle, which is fine. We'll try to source another one. Now we got lots of parts to go through here. Got the exhaust. This is not part of this car. This is just a junk piece somebody threw in there. But we'll do the next video on we'll pull all these parts out and see what we're working with and what we got. What we might need to get to make her a complete car. Obviously there's a lot of stuff missing. Even the center console area is missing. Carpets are missing. All we have left in here is some makeshift padding they threw in here just to kind of... There's the tub. The roof box is in good shape. It's all solid. No rust. Again, no rust is great on a DeLorean. I mean, even the small areas that it does rust in, which is the frame and hinges and stuff like that, it really is a pain in the butt to try to you know, fix those issues. So this car will be a pretty straightforward clean out basically, and maybe put stock interior parts back in it, and then throw in a new drivetrain, engine, transmission. I think even the brakes work on this thing, so we just need to bleed them and maybe put some fresh fluid and go from there. So look out for part 2 on this car. We'll try to get into it a little bit and start doing some repairs and see what goodies are hiding in it. The engine I didn't mention, I think I mentioned it, but apparently the person who pulled the motor, they were going to do an engine swap or something, and they left 2 spark plugs out, and I guess left it outside, and you know, naturally with weather and rains and moisture, snow, whatever, the engine is locked up as we speak. But we're going to do a video on that too. We're going to see if we can unlock this engine, get it moving again, and I have put PB Blaster in the 2 cylinders as well as Marvel Mystery Oil, and we'll get it, we'll see if we can break it loose. We'll pull it out, put it on an engine stand, and tinker with it. So if you have any ideas what we can do on engine swap, that would be probably the most straightforward, easiest. I know of the LS swaps. I know that somebody did a Stinger twin turbo swap. There's a guy that's doing an EcoBoost swap. I would love to find I always thought that a Porsche motor swap would be great on this car, because I think the transmission and the engine would probably line up pretty close, but I could be wrong. But if you have any ideas, put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. And hey man, if you have a shop close to Palm Beach County and you want to take on the project and advertise your shop, maybe we can make a deal and, you know, figure something out and get her going. I think this would be a great little cruising car. Take it to shows and take it on the road and enjoy it a little bit. If you haven't, please like and maybe subscribe, who knows, and we could figure out more projects like this. I still have this 2.5 ton here that we gotta do a few things on, and I'll do an update on that one because I did show you guys the delivery and all that, but since then I've cleaned her up. It's looking pretty good, but I'll go over that in more detail on another video. I gotta work on my videos, guys, but unfortunately I do work full-time, very long hours, long weeks, and making time for some of these videos, man, it's tough. You gotta have income coming in while you're making the videos, unless, you know, you already have an established channel. But I would like to do more videos if possible. I just gotta make more time. Anyway, thanks for watching, and let me know. Peace.